What's up, everyone? It's Willette with Urbex and Coasters, and today I am at Paul Bunyan Land in Brainerd, Minnesota, and this is a cute little park. So we've got some cool things about this place, and I'm going to show you around. They do have a +1 for credits, of course, and it's a pretty good one for the size that it is. It's one of the better kiddie coasters I've done, that's for sure. And they've also got a lot of other cool stuff here, so let's take a look. So as you can see, they've got a lot of rides from the Alan Herschel company here. These have height maxes, unfortunately. These are the true kiddie rides, I get the sense. I've not done the Scrambler yet. That Tilt-A-Whirl is excellent, I can tell you that. That ride, you can get some pretty good spin on it. Best Tilt-A-Whirl in Minnesota, I can say that pretty definitively. And then we've got another Alan Herschel ride with this carousel. No band organ, sadly, but pretty cool to have one of these here. This frog hopper, I believe it has a height max, but I don't see it posted. And then here's their Tilt-A-Whirl. Good Tilt-A-Whirl.
The strange phenomena of the magnetic mine shaft.
We'll see about that. I'm gonna go in there. And then we've got the roller coaster here. This is a Molina and Sons like little Phantom. So I'll show off the track layout and the vehicles. I can say that lift motor moves at a pretty good clip. I have ridden in every seat on that vehicle, and you got some good laterals on the drop. Was getting vocalization out of me. No airtime per se, but definitely some good back and forth forces due to the hills. Same layout as Little Phantom, but I think this one runs better. You can see the lever over there that's used to dispatch. At the end of the ride, you do have to get off to make sure it can be reset on the anti-rollback, but they don't make you walk around if you want to ride again. Right next to that lever, there are some switches that they have to turn the thing on. Right next to the coaster, you've got an Eli Bridge Ferris wheel. So this will be a pretty good ride for photography, I feel like. This has a great classic park feel to it. That frog hopper has some larger seats in it. We'll go in there later and I'll let you know how it is. This yo-yo is the lowest to the ground yo-yo I have done, but it is awesome with the forces that it has. You can see there's a little village over there, and I might visit it later, might not, we'll see, depending on what all we want to do. But this is the saddest miss of this park, but also the coolest thing we are seeing. So we are in the Boneyard. As you can see, there's nothing telling us we can't go in the Boneyard, which is why this really feels a lot like Urbex here. So come support this place, you know, they deserve it. But I mean, got some old signage here, and then we've got flying cages here, and these rides are defunct. They're listed as active on the website, but I mean, I can rock it a little bit so I can say that I've technically experienced a flying cage. This is a ride type I have really wanted to experience since seeing it featured in the documentary about Chippewa Lake Park that Brenna Roth filmed for general admission, I believe it was. Ever since seeing that documentary, I have really wanted to experience one of these, and I saw one on the website here and was excited about it, and turns out to be defunct. Like, I mean, I know what the bottom motion feels like, at least, I guess. So I hope they bring these rides back, these cages back at some point, because, I mean, they're cool rides, and, I mean, I guess it's cool that I get to see them. I believe this is their original location, but they've just been let go, basically. So, I mean, please bring these back. There are enthusiasts who appreciate this ride type. They have a ship, much like the one at Dutch Wonderland, where you see the drive system is up there instead of at the bottom. I will say this one runs a slightly weaker cycle. It does not swing as high, but it's cool to see one of those, given that it's a rare ride type to see one that swings like that with the drive system up there. I can say also there is a safety pin that is correctly installed, so that's nice to see. And then you can see right here, they have their haunted house. I mean, given how chill a lot of the employees are, I'm gonna see if we can possibly walk through it, even though it's only open during the October haunt season. They might let us, as enthusiasts, do it. We'll see. And to my Chuck E. Cheese fans, you will appreciate that they have one of these here. You've got the rat himself on this. You can see a max weight on it, but being that they have 3 vehicles, it sure is tempting. I will say that, because, I mean, I'll put it this way, I am not over the max weight for 3 riders. And I feel like I could distribute my weight among all 3 of these, so I feel like I could ride it if I wanted to, but, you know, I'm not gonna try because I don't want to break it, but this is a cool looking ride. So this magnetic mine shaft, I just walked through it. It's not like there's anything paranormal going on here or anything like that. Like, I think with Mystery Spot there is something real going on, but you don't get to see how it affects actual levels here. But, you know, it's pretty cool with these optical illusions, and I am using the term optical illusions here because they don't prove it's not with levels like they do at Mystery Spot, but pretty cool. Here's a look around from the top of the Ferris wheel. This one's an Eli Bridge, so that's cool. That fun slide is all right, not great. And then you can see the cages over there, and then I'm gonna put this. So in this part of the park, we've got some vintage cars on display, and this includes up here, this appears to be like vehicles from an Alan Herschel fire trucks type ride and a boat ride. Like, those appear to be like kiddie ride vehicles. If you look back here, we have a vintage gas pump, and then we have some models over here. Those, like, look at all this. And then we've got everything in here. This is awesome. Here's a vintage gas pump. And a whole row of vintage gas pumps. Like the petting zoo's over there. I wish gas pumps were still like this, because these are a lot cooler than the ones that they have at modern gas stations. You've got an old vintage VW Bug. Don't crack glass like that, please. That's working. You can read these if you'd like. Whoa, this is not anchored. It's got an antique radio there. And there you go. And in this room, we have a lot of antique cameras. Take a look at this. This is awesome. Antique projectors here. Look at this. We've got some awesome equipment. Not sure whether this is farm equipment or the gearbox for a whip, but this looks to be a gearbox for a whip to me. And then we've got all this equipment. And you're not even seeing a fraction of what's here, just saying. All right, so we have a defunct ride vehicle here. I know this isn't a real plane because that cockpit is quite tiny. Not big enough to have a pilot in there. And I mean, that's a tiny steering wheel. That's not connected to anything, but I mean, cool ride vehicle. Can see a bunch of stuff in this boneyard. There's a slide. Good one too. It's not as good as some of the Europe ones, but it's a good slide and has a good run out there, so you don't have to worry about overshooting the landing. You have enough to brace for it. And if you're an Urbex fan, seasonal decorations way out of season. Oh, oops. I mean, this is quintessential Urbex. We've got an old ride vehicle there. And then we've got full-size farm equipment right next to it. And this is right here for us to see. It's like this is a theme park built for someone who likes urban exploring. And in the interest of telling you guys who may be watching this to come here, like I said earlier, I have only shown you a fraction of what is in this ghost town area. It is huge. I highly recommend it. That said, I mean, I am worried about this place going defunct soon because, you know, seeing stuff like seasonal decorations way out of season, seeing stuff like that, seeing ride areas that feel like they shouldn't be allowed to access, that are backstage, that you've seen us access. I mean, I've got my concerns, and you can see there's nothing that's been stopping us from accessing that stuff. So, I mean, I'm just gonna say, come support this place. I'm not gonna show everything on video because I want you to actually experience it for yourself.